Hey, how you doing? I actually wanted to do a video today. I was thinking about some things today, and as you can see, I have on a full face, and I very seldom um, do a full face of makeup, but there's a story behind that, and that's what I want to share today. I actually want to share today something that was on my mind, and I did my makeup for a reason today. I didn't just do it just to get cute or to take some pictures or anything, but of course I had to get a few in because this don't happen often. But when I was in middle school, I used to have to sneak and wear makeup because my dad would not let me wear makeup, of course, because I was young. I was 12, 13 years old. So trying to walk out the house with blue eyeshadow and red lipstick on at 13, no, ma'am. Go back in the house and take that off your face and do what you know you're supposed to be doing. But I've always been that girly girl, or shall I say, I was at that age. I was just really girly. Always wanted to wear makeup. Always wanted to try and wear high heels. I wear my mom's heels all the time. But and I've been that way since forever. I was always very active as well, but girly girl stuff has always been my thing. Anything having to do with makeup, skincare, fashion, clothes, anything like that. That's always been my thing. I remember one instance because, of course, my dad would leave out to go to work before we would leave for school. But there was one day in particular I did my makeup before I got to school, and I did it before I left the house because my dad was already gone to work. And I remember walking out to the bus stop, and I thought I looked the bomb. I thought you couldn't nobody tell me anything. I had on my blue eyeshadow and my red lipstick. I probably had on a mini skirt because at that time, my legs were firm and I would wear mini skirts. And I probably snuck in my mom's shoes and I had on some heels or something. But I remember I walked out to the bus stop. I was prancing, I'm sure. And one of the neighbors from up the street, she was out there already. And I stood there with my backpack, and I probably had some sports stuff with me because in middle school I did play sports as well. And she looked at me and she said, "You should never wear blue eyeshadow. It looks horrible on you. You are too dark for blue eyeshadow, and don't ever wear it. Don't ever wear red lipstick. Don't ever wear blue eyeshadow." And I remember I was so shattered because at that age, you don't look at yourself as being less than unless someone points it out. Because as a child, it's innate, it's in us to not think of ourselves as less than or a nobody. That's just not something that comes natural to kids. So when she said that to me, it crushed my entire view of how I perceived myself. At that age, I was starting to have questions anyway, going through puberty and different things. And that's at the age where you're trying to find yourself. You're trying to figure out who you are, what your identity is, how you want to be portrayed. So when she said that to me, it crushed my little 13-year-old soul. And I did stop wearing makeup, but I don't believe I ever wore blue eyeshadow again. I didn't wear red lips. I stopped wearing red lipstick for years because being told that I was too dark to wear blue eyeshadow and red lipstick, it really affected my perception of who I was and whether or not I was good enough or pretty enough to wear blue eyeshadow or red lipstick. And I always thought my lips were too big anyway. So to put on red lipstick, of course, magnified the largest part on my face. And I stopped. I just stopped wearing colors that would draw attention to my face. And it took me a few years because I didn't start wearing. I always wear makeup. I always used to wear makeup. That was never a question. I never wanted to go without makeup. I never ever went without foundation. I never went without eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara. That was always my thing. And what made me start thinking about where I am now at almost 50, I'll be 50 next. And what made me start thinking about why I decided to stop wearing a lot of makeup is because I was always trying to cover myself up. I was always trying to cover my skin up. I always had bad skin in high school, in my early 20s. My skin used to be horrible. I had pimples, I had dark spots, really, really bad. So when I got to the age where I learned how to take care of my skin and it was starting to clear up, I didn't want to cover it up anymore. So I only wore makeup out, for special occasions, or I would put on just a little powder, and I always wear mascara, of course, and eyeliner sometimes. But I did not wear foundation a lot. And over the past maybe like 10 years, my makeup has been very, very light. And I thought to myself, when was the last time you actually put on a full face, put on some blue eyeshadow and red lipstick in honor of my childhood neighbor? Why not use this time today? I wanted to put on makeup today, and I wanted to celebrate the fact that I have a choice. I can do that if I want to. I can put on my makeup, I can put on my blue eyeshadow, I can put on my red lipstick, and I can be Anissa Joy, or Trixie, as what my childhood friends used to call me growing up. Actually, my mom nicknamed me that when I was a baby. So Trixie is the name that my family actually calls me. A lot of them don't even know Anissa. They don't know who that is. They know Trixie. So that secret's out. But yeah, I wanted to put on makeup today and just feel good about being able to if I wanted to. So that's what I did. And last weekend, I actually was visiting a family member. I was visiting a cousin who I've been close to and has been like my idol. I've always looked up to her. I went to see her last weekend in Hampton, and every morning she would get up and she would come downstairs and her face would be done. And I'm like, where are you going? Why do you have on all that makeup? And then it dawned on me that that's how we grew up. Her grandmother did the same thing. My mom used to do the same thing. She would not come out of her room. Being dressed was putting on your makeup, and whether you had on house clothes or not, you did your face and you got dressed. That was getting dressed, was putting your face on. So I looked at her this past weekend. I'm like, you still do that. You still get up every morning and put on a face. It may not be like full face, like the eyeshadow and lipstick and so forth, but there's always a little foundation, the mascara and eyeliner. The basics, like my mom used to always say, just put on the little basics just to make yourself feel better. My mom literally will not leave the house. Go to the store, I don't care where she's going. She has to put on makeup, at least eyeliner and mascara. But I wanted to celebrate that today. I wanted to celebrate having you're beautiful as you are. Don't body pressure you into not wearing makeup or wearing makeup, because it doesn't matter what you choose to do. It's still your choice, and you can do whatever you want to do. And today I choose to wear makeup. I choose to put on my blue eyeshadow and my red lipstick and sit in here in this building by myself, social distancing and working. And that's what I wanted to do today. So I hope you choose something this weekend that makes you happy and makes you feel good. Do something that makes you feel good. Putting on makeup today actually made me feel good. I don't need it. I don't wear it every single day because I've been working really hard on my skin. Y'all see my skin? I think it's looking pretty good to be almost 50. But I have a choice, and that is a blessing. And to my neighbor, kudos to you for being such a miserable human being that you had to put your fears on me. And it worked for a little while. It did. I'll have to admit that. It did work for a little while. But thank God it didn't work for my entire life, because I'm sitting here with blue eyeshadow and red lipstick on saying, I choose me, and I choose to be whatever I want to be and to wear whatever I want to wear. And no matter how dark my skin is, no matter how big my lips are or how big my eyes are, I have the choice to do whatever it is I want to do. And that is a blessing. I want you to do the same thing.